All right, how we doing? How is everybody doing tonight? These are the real bulba hours. These are the real bulba hours where only real bulbas are at. It's 12:50 here on the East Coast. The only coast that matters, by the way. The only time zone that matters is the Eastern time zone. In the only country that matters, the United States of America. It's the center of the universe. It's God's time zone. I want to talk about something that my good buddy Andrew Banner over on Twitter showed this to me. Books underscore Andy, by the way, if you want to give that guy a follow. He's a good guy. This kind of fascinating me. Let's make sure we got all our Kim Possible porn tabs closed, and we're gonna check this out. So, first we're going to watch a video here on the Twatters. And then I want to read these comments about it. So this is some thought, some business thought. She put up this video.
My coworkers keep saying I need to make like a tech TikTok, because if you look at my TikTok, you'd never guess I have a job. So, anyways, this is our current workstation. Callie and I are what you call product managers. Callie, what is your team over?
My team is over recording and internal tools.
And I am over what we call card experience. So we work on like anything from activating your credit card to freezing, reissue, shipping, all the good stuff. What's a PM?
We help prioritize and help the engineers stay on track and help them know what to build so that you have a product to use.
Yeah, exactly. So you might have a team, like the engineers actually do the developing, the coding, which is the impressive part. Designers also do the impressive part, which is everything you see when you're in a software. Product managers essentially decide what the team's going to work on, do competitive research, prioritize bugs, keep everyone focused, motivated, and driving towards business outcomes. So that's what we do. And we work from home, which means you work from the internet.
So this is our office today.
Thanks for tuning in. I hope all you coworkers are happy. I'm branching out into the tech niche.
All right. So that's a video. We'll look at this guy's commentary, then I'm gonna comment on it. So, Lord Strong Skull. I don't know who this guy is on Twitter. But he says, we're like a month away from swaths of fake job, laptop class being laid off with no recourse towards their previous lives. That'll probably be the catalyst for the spicy times. What happens when a few million laptop Americans get their pay cut down by 75%? And he goes on here about, how everything's, yeah, these people suck, but, everything's connected. If large swaths of people are suddenly unemployed, that's going to, you'll feel the pinch too. Yes, everybody knows, blah, blah, blah. Here's the deal, though. Much as it's satisfying to imagine that any minute now, this fucking office thought is going to be on the street, and much as it's logical to imagine that any minute now, these companies are going to say, wait a second, why are we paying all these, let's be real, mostly women, to fuck around in a pool? Are we a business or a porn site? It's not going to happen. Like, it's not, okay? It's a month from now. Now, look, I'm going to say this with the caveat, and I know it sounds like a cop-out. A month from now, everything might be in ruin, okay? We might be in a depression. Maybe the rapture will happen. Maybe the zombies will come. Maybe the aliens will invade. Maybe the asteroid will strike. Who knows, okay? That might be a year from now. That might be a month from now. Maybe I don't see the morning. who the fuck knows? All right? Nobody truly knows what the future holds. And it feels like it's about ready to all fall apart. The problem with that is pretty simple. It's felt like that for a very long time. And on some level, it's always actually felt like that. Civilization, like life itself, is both very fragile, but also inevitable. It's very easy to tear down. It's just impossible to keep down. It'll always rise back up. There's not going to be this massive correction. Okay? It's not going to happen. I've dated a lot of these office thoughts. Okay? And on some level, they know their jobs are bullshit. Most of it's bullshit. Okay? Most offices that are staffed with like 15 to 20 of these bitches need maybe one of them. You know, maybe. And all these women know it. They all know this bitch knows that her company doesn't fucking need her. She fucking knows, all right? I've dated these women. They all know. And by the way, it's usually women in these things. And a lot of people in these circles want to make that sound like, oh, women are useless. And that's not really the case. The reason women do these jobs is because women are generally better at organizing. Okay? They're generally better at those kind of jobs. You know, most small businesses, you know, you like around here, rural area, you know, you go to like a carpentry business, a wood shop business or something. There's always basically some matriarch who's running the books, you know, because yeah, the guy who's skilled with a hammer and a saw, or who's a skilled welder or whatever, and all his underlings, he doesn't know how to fuck to do any of that shit. He doesn't want to do any of that shit. But you only need one of those matriarchs running the show. You only need one office lady in a giant ass factory to keep that shit running. Yeah, you don't need all of them. But that's this idea that these businesses are going to correct like any minute now, and they're going to realize that it's sort of akin to this idea that, like, you know, the QAnon idea that the arrests are going to start any minute now. Because conservatives, right-wing minded guys in particular, imagine the rules matter. Merely because they should matter. They should matter, yes. But we don't live in should land. Oh yeah, Hillary's going to get arrested. I mean, she should. For a litany of things. Virtually everybody in Washington should. But who's going to do it? So this idea that these companies are going to fire all these office thoughts, who do you think does the firing? You know, there's that meme of like all the bosses at a worksite standing around while one guy's digging the hole. And, you know, the meme under it says the bosses had him, you know, and the guy's name is Bob that's digging the hole. And the meme says the bosses had a meeting. It's time to fire Bob. You know, somebody's got to go. And Bob was the only one not at the meeting because Bob was doing the work. That's how this shit goes. So they always have this idea that this shit's going to correct, and it's not. You need some sort of massive cultural, I don't know, bucket spiritual revival before this shit's going to begin to sort itself out. Because rest assured, things can limp along a lot longer than you can imagine. oh, the dollar's going to collapse any minute now. And we've got rampant inflation. But I'm talking about a true collapse where, the dollar is, worth nothing. Like what fucking happened to all those stupid cryptocurrencies a couple weeks or a month or so ago. It's not going to happen. It might. It very well might. But it's probably not going to happen. In the same way, like, maybe I don't have to go to work tomorrow because maybe the building's going to burn down. But it's not going to. That's not going to happen. It could. But odds are I'm going to work tomorrow. And odds are all these office ladies are not getting what's coming to them. So, like, I'm not telling you to not be a prepper. I'm not telling you not to stock up on canned foods, not to prepare for the worst. That's a good thing to do. But it's probably not going to happen. It's good to have, like, a nuclear bomb shelter. Yeah, that's cool. The nukes probably aren't flying, though. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Certainly. But you're probably not going to need it. The reality, if anything, is far worse. If tomorrow I wake up and the zombies are banging on the door, at least I kind of know what to do. It's sort of better than the slow burn we got going on. But no, a month from now, there's not going to be massive economic earthquakes, okay? What's probably going to happen is right the fuck what's happening now. Things are going to keep getting shittier, okay? There's going to continue to be rolling shortages of shit, of random ass shit, seemingly. Gas is going to continue to be fucking stupid expensive. But things are going to limp along. The eating each other depression is not happening. Not anytime soon. It's not. I would doubt it. It might. It certainly might. But you're kidding yourself, especially when you think it's a certainty. Because the smart money's actually against it. But all these guys, they just... Part of it is this... Part of it is that stupid fantasy that, like, the King of Canada used to do this all the time, where it's like, I'm going to be on top once the collapse happens. I'll be the King of Canada. It's like, no, you're probably not, okay? That's probably not going to happen. So, I just felt the need to comment on this sort of shit because I see this all the time, and this thread was getting passed around on Twitter. Again, my good buddy Andrew Banner showed it to me. Books_Andy. And he was all like, oh, you got to check this out. Everybody's talking about this. And I'm like, it's the same bullshit they've been always saying, all right? It's why, like, Christians in the 2000s, like around 2000, were obsessed with fucking Left Behind shit. It's why, all through the 2000s, everybody was, oh, the zombie movies and shit. It's like, oh, it's going to collapse. Collapse going to happen anytime soon. But, like, think of the housing collapse, right? Like the '08 thing. That sucked. But, like, it wasn't the Great Depression. We weren't all starving. I really don't see anything happening right now except what's continuing to happen. There's going to be inflation. Going to be high prices of shit. Gas is going to be stupid, even adjusted for inflation. But, I mean, is it really hurt us that badly? I mean, we're all still fat. We're not starving. Everybody's still driving around in their stupid fucking four-door lifted pickup truck dick extender. So I guess $5 a gallon ain't that big of a deal when you're driving something that gets 17 feet for a tank of gas. So that's my take on it. You know. Yeah. Tomorrow it could be a hot civil war. Tomorrow the dollar could be absolutely worthless and nobody has any money. And we're, hitting each other with rocks over a can of peaches. That could happen tomorrow. Sure. Whatever. Like I said, asteroid could come and kill us all. Whatever. The fucking rapture could happen. The fucking zombies could come. The fucking aliens could attack. There's no shortage of things that are possible. And yeah, everything is pretty fucking fragile. But the thing about it is kind of always has been. There's just going to continue to be the exact same shit that we've had forever. Somebody in the chat says we're going to see more people fetishizing the rapture. Oh yeah, pastors are on about. Virtually every Christian radio show, if you turn it on right now, is going on about the end times. It's weird. All of these seemingly independent shows all seem to move like a school of fish. But that's a topic for a different day. I just felt like rambling on. I'm about to go to bed, actually. I got to get up a little earlier than normal. I'm going to be doing sidekick duties on Tom's show tomorrow. I guess we're going back to Mondays, regular Mondays. Monday at noon Eastern. Eastern, of course, because the Eastern time zone. Only time zone that matters. But yeah, guys, don't sit around like, oh, it's going to collapse any minute now. Things are going to get shittier before they get better. I can assure you that. That's smart money right there. But I don't necessarily see a full-on collapse. I don't necessarily see we're all starving. Nobody has. Yeah, I don't see that happen. Okay, these companies are going to continue to do these stupid make-work jobs for these stupid little girls, because guess who is the person at the company that decides whether or not you get rid of these stupid make-work jobs? What happens to be these little girls with the stupid make-work jobs. They're not going to fire themselves. Most people in an office don't do actual work by any stretch of the imagination. That's been true for generations. Pretty much since the concept of an office job existed. If you can work from home, 9 times out of 10, it's because you're not actually doing any work. You're not doing anything that is at all productive. Hey, nice work if you can get it. I don't even begrudge you fucking hoes. You want to sit around in a pool and occasionally unlock somebody's fucking credit card. Good for you. Holy shit. Doesn't work for me. I'm a man. I gotta work. But that's about it for tonight, folks. I just felt like getting that off my chest. Okay? It's not going to collapse tomorrow. Probably not. Never hurts to be prepared. But probably not. You know what's going to happen tomorrow? You're probably going to go to your fucking job. You're going to work. You're going to come home. You're going to do whatever it is you do to relax. You're going to go to sleep. And you're going to wake up and you're going to do the same shit again. That's probably what's going to happen for the foreseeable future for most of us. All right? Trust me. If anything, when the layoffs come, it'll be the productive people getting laid off, and then the poor schlubs that are still stuck there are gonna have to work twice as fucking hard, while the office girls continue to sit in the pool. Okay, because again, who do you think's in charge of the layoffs? Y'all right wingers. You keep expecting things to be fair. You keep expecting things to be reasonable, and they're not. Sorry to tell you, the productive people should not be the ones laid off. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't live in should land, and I imagine you don't either. And if you do, by all means, give me the directions, because I'd like to move there. All right, chat. That's about it for tonight, folks. If you enjoy the content, consider supporting the show. Streamlabs.com/thebechtloff. PayPal.me/thebechtloff. Bechtloff.store if you want to buy me dumb shit off my wish list. That's about it. I have no idea if or when I'll be streaming again. Who the fuck knows? I do this so goddamn randomly anymore. And I do actually got to get to work on other shit when I got downtime. And like I said before, if you want to get in touch with me, you could message my good friend, Andrew Banner, on Twitter. Good buddy of mine. I'm not allowed to have a Twitter account. I don't have a Twitter account. But Andrew Banner, he'd be willing to move a message to me. I believe his DMs are open.